can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Tulane's offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Tulane right back to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Gets the back moving. Hernandez looking to throw. The screen, he can go.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, he's got it, and into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
On the double.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Ball is loose.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BYU to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret. This guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Tulane right back to the line. We'll send the tight end in motion. Hernandez wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Negative play on first.
Gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Tulane lines up on third and short. Hernandez looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tulane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the single back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hernandez wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
On the move from inside his 5. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. There he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Pulls and fires complete.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity. That's it.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tulane. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Greenway. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quick handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Under fire. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you need. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The clock is winding down here in the first half. They'll send out the field goal team. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds his man. It's Gresham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Back to pass, it's Wells. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it in the middle, it's Gresham. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit, because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Tulane right back to the line. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Hernandez looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking for a gap. It's Maddox. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Finds his tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The inside handoff. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback on the keep. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Tulane. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Continues to fight for yards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Wells. That's caught. It's Gresham. Out across. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Back to throw, it's Wells. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room to run. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, Greenway! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more. Now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by.
Turning it on. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. First down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Got it, looking for a first. Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Green Wave. That ought to be enough to make this lead. Surmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Tulane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Wells. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run, it's Madden. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Offense, quick tempo.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had the balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 2nd down coming up. fire. Floats it out in space. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gresham. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch you, big fella.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 25. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looking for space. It's Maddox.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Unloads quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Tulane right back to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way through.